Okay, the best way to remember what goes on the financial statements is first to figure out what belongs in each category. So if you know that assets are things that you own that are going to benefit you in the future, you know that cash, accounts receivable, supplies, and land are considered assets. Liabilities are things that you owe, for example, accounts payable. And then owner's equity are going to be those things that increase the net worth or decrease the net worth of the business. So you have capital, which are your owner's investments, drawing, which are your owner's withdrawals. Fees earned are anything that you earn. So this could be consulting fees or whatever your business is, the fees that you earned. And expenses are anything that you spend. So let's talk about something that is confusing to students. The difference between an asset and an expense. So think about a car. If I buy a car for my business, that does help me earn revenue. However, the car is going to last longer than a period. So it's going to be an asset. If I buy gasoline for my car, it's still going to help me earn revenue because I have to have gas to drive to my client's office. But I'm going to use it up within a period, so it is going to be an expense. So that is how you tell the difference between an asset and an expense. Now let's go back to our financial statements. So once you learn that, you have to figure out remember what categories they belong in. And whatever accounts belong there, those are the accounts that you're going to be picking to go up here. So let me show you how this works. So an income statement tells you how much income you have. Income is revenue minus expenses. Everything you earn minus everything that you spend in that period. That means everything you spent towards earning that revenue. So I don't have to remember that it's fees earned minus rent expense, minus salaries expense, minus miscellaneous expense, minus advertising expense. All I have to know is I'm going to go find my revenue account, which is fees earned. And then I'm going to go find all my expense accounts and subtract those out. Those are the ones that I just mentioned: rent expense, that's a salary expense, advertising expense, etc. And that equals my net income. So I'm going to highlight these in blue to match. Those go on my income statement. Okay, now moving on to the statement of owner's equity. The statement of owner's equity is going to show the changes that happened to owner's equity in that period. So first, you have to start out with beginner's owner's equity, which in our chapter is usually 0 because it's starting out as a new business. Plus capital, that's our owner's investments. Plus net income, which that's just the net, and we've already figured out net income on the income statement. Okay, so I've highlighted owner's capital, owner's drawing, and net income. So you can see that whatever's in yellow is going to go on the statement of owner's equity. So you have to know, you have to calculate net income right in order for your ending owner's equity to be right. So basically, my statement of owner's equity summarized my owner's equity here. Okay, now moving on to my balance sheet. The balance sheet is the accounting equation. So assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. So I'm going to list out all of my assets, and they're going to equal all of my liabilities plus my owner's equity. I don't have to list out my owner's equity again. I'm just going to go ahead and restate my ending owner's equity taken from my statement of owner's equity to put on my balance sheet. Okay, so I've shown you in the balance sheet, assets are going to come from your asset. You're going to list those out. You're going to list your liabilities out, but your owner's equity is going to be your ending owner's equity balance. So from the statement of owner's equity. So hope that helps you keep everything straight on the financial statements. And another instructor also said a way to remember the order is I eat bread, income statement, equity, balance sheet. So hopefully that will help you. Let me know if you have any questions.